evening and welcome to our yoga practice. Hope you all had a great day and thanks for being here on the mat. Sorry I'm not here live with you today, but I will be back next Monday, 5:30. So today, if you need to get a water or want to start your music or anything, just maybe hit pause now. And if not, we'll go ahead and just get started. So let's head to child's pose. Setting up toward the back of the mat. We'll put toes near one another. Maybe they're touching, maybe they're not. Same with the knees. And start to gently melt down. Let the belly come to rest on the thighs. And another option here is to leave the feet where they are and take the knees nice and wide if you want to give the body a little extra space to melt into. Keep the arms a little soft here. They can reach out overhead, maybe nice and spaced near the edges of the mat. Or you could bring them in and make a pillow of sorts, somewhere to rest the head. Take a few nice rounds of breath here. Just coming into the space. Let the day melt away. Let the body grow a little heavier as you deepen the breath. Begin to even out the inhales and the exhales. Feel the breath move through the body. The expansiveness it creates. The release it provides, a nice balance. As you focus on the breath, notice if the mind is kind of jumping around, if it's here but not here. Let those extra thoughts, all of those distractions, worries, ideas, whatever is on your mind today, gently set it to the side, letting it go for roughly the next about 45 minutes. As you center here on the mat, working to stay present in this moment. As you feel the breath and the body expand the awareness out. Checking in, just seeing how you're feeling today. Checking in with the toes and the feet, the legs and the hips, the belly and the back, shoulders and arms. See how the neck is feeling. Just taking a quick check-in with the body. That way, as we move through our practice, you can honor how you're feeling today, making adjustments as needed, inviting in a modification, whatever feels right for your body today.
As we take a few more rounds of breath here, if you'd like to set an intention for class, just something positive that's speaking to your heart, I welcome you to do so. It can be as simple as I am content or I am at peace. The head is resting, gently lifted. We'll send the arms overhead. If they're out near the edges of the mat, walk them in a little bit. Set the hands about shoulder width apart. Gently press into the palms. Begin to activate the shoulders a bit. Feeling the length of the body. Keep the hips sitting nice and low here. And then we'll start to walk the hands over to the right, creating a nice long stretch through the left side of our body. The breath helping us create space in the ribs. On an exhale, walk the hands back to center. Take a breath. Gently walk the hands over to the left. Keep the hips sitting nice and low. You can move the belly a little bit here. So you feel that nice stretch down the right side of the body. Soften the shoulder a bit. Let the breath do the work. On an exhale, walk the hands back to center. Inhale up to tabletop. We'll set shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Stay near the back edge of the mat. Spread the fingers. Nice neutral tabletop. Begin with the gaze at the mat. A little lift in the heart. On an inhale, lower the belly as you lift the gaze. Exhale as you round, crown to tailbone. Inhale, lower the belly, open the heart. Exhale, arch the back, press the earth away. And continue these cat-cows at your own breath pace for a few rounds. Hold wherever you need, or invite in other little movements here. Nice and steady. Connect movement and breath. One more full round. Meet back at our neutral spine. Keep the hips where they are as you start to slide the hands away, gently lowering the heart toward the earth, coming into puppy pose. You can stay with flat palms or maybe even tented fingers here, really activating through the shoulders a bit. Or you could lower onto forearms. Keep the hips nice and high. The breath is steady. Feel that that stretch through your front midline. Down the length of the back. Start to slide the hands in, nice and easy, coming back to your tabletop. Take a breath at neutral. Walk the hands forward, a handprint each. Spread the fingers, curl the toes. Take a breath as you stretch out the feet. Checking in with the legs and the ankles. Draw the navel in toward the spine. And then gently hover the knees. Lower them down. Take a breath. Keep that same engagement as you hover the knees once more. Feel the strength of your arms pressing the earth away. Lower the knees. Take a breath. Set your foundation. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Draw the hips up and back. Coming into down dog. Our first down dog of the class, so feel free to explore with some movement. Maybe a lift of the heels, a bend of the knees. Whatever feels good for your body, and that might be stillness. Start to settle in. Draw the left toes up. Nice and controlled. Bring that foot forward, planting it toward the front of the mat. Hips sit nice and low here. We've got a generous bend in the left knee. It's stacked over the ankle or a little bit behind it. We'll lower the right knee down. Coming into a nice low lunge. You can leave the right toes curled or you can uncurl them. Find what feels safest for your knee. A nice comfortable spot where you can sit the hips low. Kind of settle in. Draw the gaze up. The length of the spine as we invite this deep stretch into the hips, the front of the right leg. Check in with the breath. Begin to draw the gaze back to the mat. Plant the hands as you lift the right knee up. Take a breath. Scoop the belly as you step the left foot back. Plank position. Shift the hips up and back. Down dog. Root into the left toes as you draw the right toes up. Nice and controlled. Right foot comes forward, planting it on the mat. Keep the feet on skis here, nice and balanced for the body. As you set up, checking that stack for the right knee, protecting our joint. Draw the awareness down to the hips as you lower the left knee. Coming into that low lunge. Finding a safe space for your body. the gaze up when you're ready. If you have blocks at home, this is a great place to incorporate them in your practice. You can set them on either side of the foot and place the hands on them. Nice to remember for our personal practice. One more breath here. Draw the gaze to the mat. Plant the hands, lift the left knee, runner's lunge. Keep the hands and the left foot firmly planted as you step the right toes back, finding your high plank. Shift the hips up and back. Down dog. Take a breath. And then gently walk the feet forward, coming into a forward fold. Let the head hang nice and heavy. The arms are loose. Maybe you grab opposite elbows to hang in ragdoll here. And keep a little bend at the knees. Shake the head a little yes and no. Find stillness. Root into all four corners of the feet, maybe taking a generous bend in the knees. And then roll it up, nice and easy. Come to Tadasana, your strong mountain pose. Head is stacked over heart, gazing forward. Shoulders are soft, arms at our side. Rooted down. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice big inhale as we lift. On the exhale, flow all the way down. Return to forward fold. Head is hanging. Walk the hands over to the right. And you can stay here, or you could hold on to the leg or the shin. You could also hang in ragdoll here and just invite in a little sway as we take these twists. On an exhale, unwind. And then inhale over to the left. Switching it up, finding that hold that works for you, or continuing that sway if you're in ragdoll. On an exhale, come back to center. Gently roll it up. Coming all the way back to Tadasana. Take a breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Drop it down. Inhale to half lift. Hands to shins or thighs. Coming into a nice little 7 shape with the body. Spine is long. Gaze down at the mat as you draw the navel in toward the spine. On an exhale, release back to that forward fold. Roll it up. Take a breath. We'll take the feet a little wider. Keep the knees and the hips nice and soft here. We'll inhale the arms up. On an exhale, turn to the right. Arms go nice and wide, shoulder height. Inhale it up. Exhale to the left. Take a breath. Heart is open. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Keep the shoulders and the knees soft. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Last time. Exhale left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Take it down. Let the head hang. Shoulders at ease. We'll start to lengthen the spine. We're not going all the way to half lift. Just creating a nice long back. See if you can plant the hand on the mat, or maybe you grab an ankle here or block. And we'll start to draw the right arm up. It maybe goes parallel to the earth. Maybe deepen that twist. That may mean a generous bend in a knee, specifically the left knee. So you have options. Arm can be out at the side. You can deepen that twist, rotating the body. Unwind from wherever you are. Take a breath and forward fold. Lengthen the spine back. Put the right hand down, right in the center of the mat. Left arm goes up. And again, maybe it just goes to here. Maybe you generously bend the right knee and draw the left fingers up toward the sky. Really check in with the body here. Find what feels best for you, checking with the hips and the ribs. Got those options, and you can play between the two, kind of finding what feels right. One more breath wherever you are. On an exhale, unwind, come back to that forward fold. Take a breath. Roll it up. We'll move the feet a little closer together as we prepare for our balanced posture today. We're going to do a tree pose. So if you want to move near something, a chair or the wall, feel free. It can be a nice little counterpoint for you. I would put it on a side, one side or the other. We're going to start balancing on our left leg, so it might be nice to have that object on the left. That way the right leg doesn't interfere with it. So root down into all four corners of the left foot. Maybe roll out the toes a bit here. Build that foundation as you strengthen the left leg. Hip is engaged. We don't want it popping out here. Nice long line down the body. We'll draw the right heel up. Let that knee open. Check in with that supporting leg. And you can stay right here. This is tree. If you'd like to challenge your balance a bit more, you could draw the right foot up, planting it on the calf or the thigh. Just try to avoid the knee. Our knees like to go forward and backward, not so much side to side. Only open the right leg as far as your body wants. That may be 10 degrees today, maybe it's a full 90. And then when you feel rooted, you can start to play with your branches. That may mean arms stay down at our side. Maybe they come to heart center. Maybe you grow your branches nice and tall. Any variation thereof. Find a non-moving focal point in front of you, your drishti. Center in. Keep the breath nice and steady. Strong in your foundation. It's all right to sway a little. All good trees do. And tap down the right toes anytime you need. We'll take one more breath here. Lowering the branches. Draw the right knee to center. Lower it down as you shake out the standing foot. Give the body a little reset. And then begin to swap sides. And again, if you have a wall or a chair nearby, maybe bring that over onto the right side. Feel that foundation. Build the pose from the ground up. Strong leg. Don't lock out the knee. Stack head over heart. Left heel lifts. Then the knee opens. Reset at this moment. Sometimes our hip has a tendency to want to come out. Keep that standing leg nice and engaged. And maybe you stay right here. Or maybe you draw that foot up. Again, you've got options. Finding what feels right for your body today. Press the sole of the left foot into the supporting leg. And press that supporting leg back into the foot. Creating nice strength there. Each side's going to be a little different. So check in to see where you're at on this side. Breath is steady. Grow your branches. Whatever direction feels right for you. Keep your balance. Focusing in on that drishti. The world will continue around you. Keep your focus. Whole body is engaged. And again, you can tap the toes down whenever you need. 2 more breaths here. To lower the branches, draw the knee forward, lower that foot, shake out the supporting leg.
Nice work. We'll meet back on the mat to use a vinyasa to help us journey down. So from the front of the mat, find Tadasana. Inhale the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step one foot back and then the other, strong plank. Lower down, elbows brush the ribs. Uncurl the toes, inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you release, curl the toes, hips go up and back. Down dog. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. Keep the attention drawn in. Checking in with the body. Feel the breath. We'll lower the knees, uncurl the toes, hips to heels, child's pose. Soften the shoulders. Let the hips sink a little lower. Maybe use this moment to reconnect with that intention that you set for class. Start to walk the hands in toward the knees as you lift up. Rotate onto a hip as you swing the legs forward and journey all the way down onto your back. Set the spine nice and long. We'll leave the feet on the mat, setting them about hip width distance apart and walking the heels in toward the body a bit. Arms go down along our side, palms into the mat. Take a breath as we prep for bridge pose. When you're ready, press into the feet as you lift the hips, coming up onto the shoulder shelf. Maybe wiggle the shoulder blades together a bit more. A gentle tuck of the chin toward the heart. If you feel any weight or pinching in the neck here, gently lower down. Maybe you can walk the hands together underneath you a bit, touching thumbs or clasping hands. Hands are touching. We'll gently create space, moving them away from one another once more before gently lowering down. Settling the back onto the mat. Take the feet nice and wide to the edges and let the knees softly fall from side to side. Little windshield wiper. Loosening the hips and the low back. Come back to stillness as you heel toe the feet together. Draw both knees into the chest. Nice full body hug. Keep the head and the shoulders resting on the mat here. And you can stay in stillness, or you could rock a little side to side if you like. That might feel nice on the body.
you're rocking, start to slow it down. Coming back to stillness at center. We'll take right hand to right knee, left hand to left knee as we start to draw little circles, taking the knees out and away from one another and gently back together. These circles can be as big or as little as you like. Nice, steady movement. And then reverse direction. Keep the breath steady. Find stillness, meeting with the knees back at center. Give them a little hug and send the heels up. Soles of the feet shining toward the sky. You can keep a little bend at the knees if needed here. Nice little legs up the wall, taking a few rounds of breath here in this simple inversion. Reach the hands up. Keep the shoulders resting on the mat. Palms facing one another. As you start to draw the knees down toward the shoulder, see if you can grab onto the feet, holding the outer blade or the inner arch as you come into happy baby. So when we come into happy baby, sometimes the body wants to curl up into a little ball. See if you can keep the spine nice and long here. And you can do this one side and then the other. We'll take about 4 rounds of breath in total. So maybe do a 2 and a 2 if you're doing one side and then the other. When you are ready, start to gently release your hold, sending the feet back up. We'll bend the knees as we bring the feet down to the mat. Slide the left heel away and then the right. Arms along our side, palms up as we come into Shavasana. And if there are any final postures that your body is asking for right now, feel free to incorporate them. This may be something I didn't call, like a supine bound dangle or a fish pose. Or maybe you just need to get out a few wiggles. Take these next few moments to yourself, finding what feels right for your body before coming into Shavasana. And if you're in another shape, begin to unwind, drawing yourself back to this resting pose. Allow yourself to be fully supported on the mat. Maybe creating a little extra space between the feet, taking the legs a little wider. Let the body sink in. With each exhale, soften the body a little bit more. Let the feet fall away from one another. As the ankles loosen. Feel the muscles of the legs melt to the mat. Relax the glutes as you settle the hips. Relax the hands and the arms. The shoulders gently slouching down. Let the chest sink a little deeper. The back resting on the mat. As you return to your natural breath pace, feeling that gentle rise and fall of the belly. Let go of any tension you're holding in the neck, the jaw, as you rest the head. Create a little space between the teeth as you unclench them. Soften the face, unfurrowing the brow. Maybe close the eyes here. Allow yourself to be fully present in this moment, focused only on your experience of the practice, your body, your breath. Quiet the mind. Invite it to join you in this restful place. If the thoughts bubble up, that's all right. Just give them a nod and send them on their way. Continually returning to this stillness, to this moment of peace. We'll take the next few minutes in silence for ourselves. I'll hold the space and let you know when it's time to come up. Right back in, gentle movements. You could stay in Shavasana as long as you like, though. If you're ready to come up, we'll wiggle the toes and the fingers. Gently sending energy back out into our limbs. Growing these movements a little bigger. And then maybe when you're ready, if you like, you can draw both knees into the chest. A nice full body hug. And maybe you rest right here. Maybe you want to rotate over to a favorite side. Stacking the hips and resting the head. Wherever you're at, use this moment to thank the body for all that it has done for you today and all that it does for you every day. Offer the body support as you gently lift up. Slowly let the light back in. Maybe a little flutter of the eyes as you find that comfy seated spot. We'll draw hands together at heart center, sealing in our practice. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in our practice today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back on the mat next Monday. I'll be live again at 5:30 on Facebook. Until then, have a great week, and I wish you well.